The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Thomas supports Brooke's comeback, but is furious about Hope and Liam's reunion. As The Bold and the Beautiful gears up for another emotional and dramatic stretch, Thomas Forrester's return to Los Angeles promises to shake things up yet again. Played by Matthew Atkinson, Thomas has long been one of the show's most complicated characters, torn between genius and obsession, love and jealousy and redemption and relapse. This latest comeback teases a new version of Thomas, more composed, perhaps wiser, but still carrying a deep well of unresolved emotions. And as spoilers suggest, Thomas may surprise everyone with his unlikely support for Brooke Logan's latest chapter, even while struggling to control his fury over Hope Logan's reunion with Liam Spencer. Let's dive into what this return could mean for Thomas, Brooke, Hope, and the entire Forrester-Logan-Spencer triangle that never seems to end. Thomas Forrester returns to Los Angeles, a new chapter or old habits. When Matthew Atkinson left The Bold and the Beautiful earlier this year, viewers wondered if Thomas's redemption arc had finally stuck. After years of manipulation, heartbreak, and mental health struggles, his relationship with Hope had crumbled, and he left town following the fallout from his failed engagement to Paris Buckingham, Diamond White. Now, Thomas is back, but not as the same volatile designer fans remember. His return seems more measured, even reflective. Spoilers reveal that Thomas's re-entry storyline commences with a familiar confrontation, another argument with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. But this time, it doesn't end in bitterness. Brooke Logan, from target to ally. When Thomas last appeared, his resentment toward Brooke was still simmering. Her reconciliation with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., pushed all his buttons, reopening childhood wounds and reigniting old insecurities. For decades, Brooke has been the woman who divided his parents, the other woman who seemed to eclipse Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, in Ridge's heart. However, things have shifted. Ridge's steady support of Brooke and her renewed efforts to unify the Forrester family seemed to have softened Thomas's outlook. The spoilers indicate that when Ridge overhears Thomas berating Brooke for marrying his father for the 9th time, he intervenes, and this time, Thomas actually listens. He recognizes Brooke's long history with their family and admits that she has always been a wonderful stepmother to him, even during their most difficult years. That's no small admission coming from Thomas Forrester. It's also a quiet signal that this version of Thomas might be trying to evolve beyond the bitterness that once defined him. Hope Logan's decision breaks Thomas's heart again. Of course, The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on tangled emotions, and Thomas's newfound peace doesn't last long. Thomas experiences a profound emotional shock upon discovering that Hope Logan, Annika Noel, has once again accepted a marriage proposal from Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. This is now Liam and Hope's 4th engagement, a staggering number that underscores both their connection and their dysfunction. For Thomas, who spent years trying to win Hope's heart and believe that their bond was real, this news is devastating. Even after everything, his obsession, his breakdown, his recovery, Thomas still carries deep feelings for Hope. When she briefly returned his affection last year, he believed their love story might finally have a chance. But Hope's heart never fully left Liam. Thomas will have to face the painful truth. Once again, he was never Hope's forever. He was a chapter, not the whole book. A history of Hope and Thomas. Love, illusion, and regret. To understand Thomas's current mindset, it helps to remember where he's been. His fascination with Hope began as admiration, her kindness, her forgiveness, and her idealism. But it spiraled into obsession when he started manipulating situations to keep her close. Fans will never forget the Hope Mannequin storyline, a surreal and disturbing reflection of Thomas's deteriorating mental health. That plot pushed him to the edge and forced the show to explore how trauma and loneliness can twist even the most well-intentioned emotions. Since then, Thomas has fought to rebuild his life. His design work at Forrester Creations became a healthy outlet, and his bond with his son, Douglas Forrester, Henry Samory, grounded him in something real. But losing hope, both romantically and professionally, reopens all those old wounds. Deke Sharp steps into the spotlight, a new rival at hope for the future. Adding fuel to Thomas's frustration is the fact that he's no longer the lead designer for hope for the future. That position now belongs to Deke Sharp, Harrison Cohn, Hope's new creative partner, and another person who could become important in her life. Thomas has always tied his identity to his work, and Hope for the Future wasn't just a fashion line. It was the symbol of his love for hope and his redemption. Replacing him with someone else, particularly during Hope and Liam's reunion, could potentially trigger Thomas's inner turmoil once again. It's worth noting that Deke's connection to Hope's father, Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, adds another layer to this. The lines between family and business blur easily on this show, and Thomas might start to feel like the entire Logan Spencer circle is closing ranks against him. A new Thomas Forrester. Redemption or rebellion? The question now is which Thomas returns. Has time away from Los Angeles truly changed him? Or will the familiar chaos of his family and Hope's engagement push him back toward darker tendencies? Matthew Atkinson's portrayal of Thomas has always walked that fine line. Charismatic and vulnerable, yet capable of dangerous choices when he feels cornered. This time, though, early spoilers suggest he may handle things differently. Instead of lashing out, Thomas might channel his anger into focus, pouring it into his work, his son, or even new romantic possibilities. Still, this is the bold and the beautiful, and emotional restraint rarely lasts long. The Brooke-Taylor divide still looms. Even as Thomas softens toward Brooke, the old rivalry between Brooke and Taylor hasn't completely faded. Taylor has been struggling with her emotions lately, especially since her therapy sessions with Deacon Sharp have grown increasingly complicated. If Sheila Carter's recent threats or Taylor's emotional entanglement with Deacon come to light, it could drag Thomas back into old loyalties. Taylor's happiness still matters deeply to him, and seeing his mother in pain might undo much of his progress. Brooke, for her part, will be relieved that Thomas isn't attacking her anymore. But if he sides with Taylor again during another Ridge-related conflict, that newfound peace could vanish quickly. Douglas Forrester's return could ground Thomas again. Fans are also hoping that Thomas's son, Douglas Henry Samory, will return alongside him. Douglas has always been Thomas's emotional anchor, the one person who sees his father's best qualities even when the world doubts him. Having Douglas back in the mix would remind Thomas of what truly matters. It might also create intriguing scenes with Hope and Liam as they rebuild their family unit. Douglas still loves both of them, but seeing them reunite could be bittersweet. He knows how much his father once dreamed of being part of that family too. Why Matthew Atkinson's return matters. Thomas Forrester is one of the most compelling characters the bold and the beautiful has produced in the last decade, largely because Matthew Atkinson plays him with such depth and unpredictability. His performances bring emotional realism to even the most outrageous plots, and fans appreciate the blend of danger and vulnerability. Every time Thomas leaves and returns, he brings a new energy to the canvas. His presence immediately heightens the tension for Hope, Liam, Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor. With the holidays approaching, his return couldn't be timed better. B&B always loves to use family gatherings as the backdrop for explosive confrontations. Looking ahead, trouble brewing for Hope, Liam, and Thomas. With Hope and Liam newly re-engaged, it's almost guaranteed that their relationship will face fresh challenges, and Thomas's return could be the biggest one yet. Will Thomas truly support their happiness, or will he struggle to let go of the woman he's loved for so long? Will he turn his attention to his design career and personal growth, or fall back into obsession and jealousy? And what happens if Taylor's drama with Deacon and Sheila crosses into his world, reigniting old family rivalries? For now, Thomas seems calm. But the bold and the beautiful has taught viewers one lesson repeatedly. Peace in Los Angeles never lasts. Final thoughts. Thomas Forrester's return marks a new phase not just for him, but for the entire Forrester-Logan Spencer web. While he may be backing Brooke's recent resurgence and attempting to mend family ties, the simmering emotional turmoil within him cannot remain suppressed indefinitely. Hope's reunion with Liam has the potential to rekindle a multitude of old wounds, including professional jealousy, unresolved heartbreak, and lingering resentment. As much as Thomas wants to evolve, his love for Hope and his rivalry with Liam remain unresolved.